Thank you for joining us for another movie Lingo discussion. I'm Eddie Lingo, and it's good to be back. I want to speak to you guys about the movie Adrift. This is based on a true story of survival. It's an amazing story. But Shailene Woodley plays Tammy Oldham, who is just this free spirit that's traveling abroad and ends up coming across Richard Sharp, who ends up being the love of her life. And they end up, having quite a great adventure, and they end up coming across a storm that they just cannot outrun, cannot get away from. And then from that point on, nothing's working properly. They can't sail. There's no electricity, and they're just adrift with the rudder barely working, and the half-ass sail that Tammy put together, and trying to navigate to safety. And they end up out there about 40 plus days. And I thought that this story was actually told very well. A lot of true stories aren't always told very well. This one cut back and forth between the struggle, being adrift, and then everything leading up to before they hit the storm, to kind of give you the little bit of stuff you came to see, and also help you see why they're in this situation and how they fell in love, and why it's so emotional. And like when I saw Sully, I appreciated this method, because they could have told the story straight on. They could have just showed you everything 5 months prior, how they met, and slowly built up to when they go to sea, and then slowly show us what's happening while they're adrift. They could have done that, but they didn't. They jumped back and forth, and I thought it made it a lot more of an interesting watch, because true stories are not always the most entertaining, even though the overall outcome of the story may be something you're like, wow, but not everything can translate onto film. But this, I think they did a good job. Shailene Woodley, she actually produced this, and she did a phenomenal job conveying emotions, fear, hurt, pain, love. Like she just did a very good job. Even the starvation, there was times where she made me want to go get some water the way she was looking, and I thought this was done well. From the pictures and everything that they showed in the credits, it looks like they took their time getting almost every detail right, and I know that the woman who actually experienced it they showed her in the credits, so I know she was on set making sure it was all done right, and I think this is actually a really good movie. But I do want to say, if you are someone that you get emotional, or when you see some movies about true love and you're like, damn, I wish I had that in my life, do not watch this movie, because it's going to pull at the heartstrings. It's going to make you wish that you had that kind of love in your life, even though I'm not going to spoil for you, but even though it's not the best situation and things get really bad at some points, you still can't help but think about the love that's there between the two, and you see it in the film, so I definitely recommend if you're one of those people, wait until you got that special person in your life before you watch this movie. It's just gonna make you wish it's just gonna make you wish that you had it, like The Lake House with Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock. But anyway, so when rating true stories, it's hard for me to put them at any rating, very high or very low, because they're just true stories. So the story itself is not what I'm grading this on. I'm actually just grading it on the delivery of the story, which I know that sounds stupid, because that's normally what I'm always grading other movies on. But fictional movies, it's a lot more to it, because the story could be delivered well, but then there could be some CG issues, or then there could be a whole plot or something to that effect. This is just a true story, straight up, but they present it in a way that kept you entertained. So I'm gonna have to give this one an 8 out of 10. Adrift, 8 out of 10. And so I would definitely like to know you guys' thoughts on that. I think I did a good job of not spoiling too much of the exciting moments. The trailer I never did watch, and I was glad I didn't watch it. Because there were some special effects moments that I noticed after the fact when I did watch the trailer after that they showed, and those moments were actually pretty captivating in the movie itself. So hopefully you guys had that same experience. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you think about this story, and if if you thought it was delivered well. I want to thank you guys for joining for another movie lingo discussion. I'm Eddie Lingo, and I'll see you on the next one.